n8n has a built-in chat interface called ChatHub. You can type in a message and it triggers a workflow all without leaving it. And listen, it works pretty good, but if you're already using Claude Cowork, there is zero reason to use ChatHub because Cowork can call your workflows directly mid-conversation without you ever having to switch windows. I've tested it over the last week, and honestly, the results are just better. Let me show you how we can set it up together. Okay, so step number one, make sure that you're on the Claude desktop application. So you'll see this as a desktop app. You have chat, Cowork, as well as code on here. You also need to be on a paid plan to have access to Cowork. Those start at $17 a month, but there's also team plans and everything. So if you do not have desktop version of Claude like this, you will not be able to proceed forward. Okay. Next step, what we have to do is make sure that you have Node.js installed on your machine. So the way that I'm going to do this in Windows, and I know it's a little bit different in Macs, is go to command prompt over here. First, we need to check if you have it. So we go to npx -- version. And if you have it on your computer, you'll have a version number that spits out. In this case, I do at 11.6.2. If it has like npx unknown command, you do not have that on your computer. So you need to install Node.js. The link to find Node.js, you go to nodejs.org/ and I'm using English because I speak English /download. And then scroll down, it says, or get a pre-built Node.js for Windows running a 64 architecture, and then install the specific MSI. Now, once you have that over here, what we're going to do is try one more thing once this is fully installed. Obviously, I already have it installed on my computer. I don't want to uninstall it. But what you're going to want to do is create a brand new terminal. So close out the one that you're at, go to command again, so CMD. And what we're going to do is type in something a little bit slightly different. So this time, what we're going to type in is npx. We're going to say y. We're going to say super gateway. And you should get all this good information over here. If you do not get this, it was not installed correctly. Now, once you have this installed for the first time, what I want you to do is completely restart your computer. If you do not restart your computer, chances are it will not work. So please restart your computer and make sure that you actually have Node.js installed, because you will not be able to work on this within Cowork. So please, if you installed it now, restart your computer and come back into the video. Okay, so now I want to go over one other optional step. So depending on where you actually installed your Node.js, you might have to add in one more additional file. So on my computer, it's in my program files. So if I go to my PC over here and go into program files, you see I have Node.js. So what I want you to do is, if you installed it over here, so get a notepad, and I'm going to give you this exact command. So I'm going to say @echo. So @echo, we're going to say off. And then I'm going to put over here, C, / over here, it's program files, Node.js, and /npx.cmd. Finish these quotes, %*. Make sure your C is capital. Super important that we have that. And then what we're going to do is to save this. So we're going to say file, save as. Then I want you to go over here and call this file. Then what I want you to do is choose all files. And we're going to save this as C. Then where I want you to go is to your PC, Windows, and what we're going to call this npx wrapper.bat. Super important that this is not called bat.txt. Please save it as this. It should be in your Windows C. Save. And if I go back into our Windows, so back over here, you'll see we have this that's called npx wrapper. So we have this file where we should be good there. Now what we're going to do is make some changes in n8n. So I'm going to drag n8n and I'll just log in here in a second. Okay, so where I'm at right now is our settings MCP. If you don't know where to go to find that, go down below and look for this gear icon, then choose settings. And we're going to look for this instance level MCP. So make sure that this is enabled. You can see on my screen, it is green. It says enabled over here. So super important that you enable it. The next section is to build a workflow you actually want to run in Cowork. Let me show you this workflow over here. And we'll talk about some of the basics behind this as well. The one that I built specifically deals with getting transcripts from YouTube videos. So anytime I ask about a YouTube video, Cowork will go over here. It will send the YouTube video to this particular webhook. And then this webhook will send our data to this HTTP request, which gets the transcript. And then this gets sent back into n8n. To cover what our HTTP request looks like, you can see that we have this YouTube caption, transcript subtitles, and then all I'm doing is sending over this JSON.body video ID. And you can see on our execution log, this is being used quite a bit, and it takes literally like 1 second to do so. Send to the webhook, grab the response, and then sends it back directly straight into Claude. So it can be as simple as this. You can obviously make more complicated workflows. Felt like for this video, this is something I actually use, and it's a very relatively easy one. So set up a webhook, set up an API request, set up an HTTP request to an API that you want, and then respond to webhook. And you might be asking, like, why don't you actually have Claude just grab the transcript? Well, it's actually blocked. You can't search for a YouTube transcript or get details really about a YouTube video in there. So this was a workaround. Anytime I have the YouTube video, it goes over here, gets the information and sends it back, and it takes a full second. So there is a few settings that we still need to choose directly in over here, whatever workflow that you are working with. So what you should do is click these 3 dots over here, jump into the settings side, and make sure that you actually have this available in MCP. So you can see that this has a green check, or not green check, but a green slider. And when that is selected, it will be populated over here where it says Cowork YouTube transcript. That's the name of this workflow. You can see Cowork YouTube transcript. So that's why it populates over here. And I would also recommend that you put a description in. So the easiest way to do that is click these 3 dots, edit description. I'm going to say, call this workflow to grab YouTube videos transcript. Now, I would probably recommend you write a more thorough description, but for this video, I think that's perfectly fine. And if you ever find yourself like, hey, I don't actually want this workflow to be enabled in MCP anymore, Claude should not access it, just remove access like that. It literally takes 2 seconds. Okay, so we wrote our description. We enabled this with the 3 dots. This is enabled over here as well. So our next step is to get our connection details, because we're going to have to send that back over to Claude Cowork. So click on these connection details, and then you'll see that there's this access token. Now, I'm not going to regenerate my access token, but build a new access token over here, and you'll have access to it. Again, I'm not going to do that for this particular video. And you'll see that we have this configuration JSON with whatever access token is specifically here. Obviously, it's blocked on this video, which is awesome. So I don't have to do this in post editing, but you're going to need this access token for our next step. So now we're going to go back into Claude, and we're going to go to our avatar and then choose settings. And what we're going to do is go into this developer section. And you'll see it says local MCP service, add and manage MCP service that you're working on. We're going to click edit config. And you'll see that we have this JSON file, and open it up. I'm going to personally use VS Code to open this up. There's other ways to open this up as well, but that's how I will be personally doing that. Okay, out of the box, you can see it says preference, Cowork schedule, sidebar mode, etc. We are actually going to update that, and partially going to grab whatever is over here. So make sure that you copy this. It's super important to do that. Obviously, you're going to have your actual access token in here. And I'm just going to make this full screen to show you what we're going to use. So I'm going to just go over and copy what I have from my example. And by the way, you can access your configuration file on your computer as well, or you could just go directly in there. Okay, so what I have directly in here now is our MCP server. You can see n8n MCP. We also have this command, and this goes to this npx wrapper.bat file, which we created a little bit earlier. You can see we have these arguments. We have our authorization bearer. I just said code goes over here. So you populate that. And then we have our preferences. So you can remove that. I'm going to put this in our school group so that way you guys could directly grab this if you need it. And yeah, so this should be set up now. And lastly, what we're going to do is just confirm that this is in Claude. So we're going to go back over into Claude. And I'm going to restart it. So make sure to close that out. So once you've saved everything, make sure you close Claude fully. Just end tasks. Don't just exit out and expect this screen over here to appear. Otherwise it won't. And you're going to be like, what did I do wrong? Now, mine is going to tell you failure because if you look at the arguments, it says bearer code goes here. I didn't actually put in my bearer code. So mine failed. You need to put in your actual bearer code and this will work correctly. And that is essentially it. I'm going to actually put in my real bearer code over here just to show you what it looks like. But I'm going to edit this. And obviously, I don't want to share that with you. So we'll just fast forward to when that is ready. So apologies for the black bar over my arguments, but my bearer token is here now. And you can see it says running. So let's actually take a look and see if that is working correctly. So let me find a YouTube video. This YouTube video, it's like 4 minutes long about Gemini 3.1. And maybe we want to essentially find out what this video is about. So I'm going to go back and go to Cowork and click new chat. And I'm going to say, can you give me a 2-sentence summary on this video? And I have this failed to start Claude workspace right now. I don't know if that's because Claude just updated before I recorded this video, but we'll see if it still works or not. Okay, and to test if this is working correctly, I'm going to say, can you give a 2-sentence summary on this YouTube video? Paste that in, and it should be able to grab this n8n workflow now. And I already have a skill based around this, but you'll see what happens. And you can see skill get YouTube video. I'll share that with you guys in a second. And then it says Claude wants to use execute workflow from n8n MCP. I'm going to click always allow. So that way, anytime it goes into n8n, it can run. And it says this video is a quick overview of Gemini 2.5 Pro, referred to as Gemini 3.1 Pro in the captions release. Walking through Google's official blog and making public benchmarks, comparing it to models like Claude was 4.6. Also highlights that the pricing remains unchanged from Gemini 3 Pro. Teases. That's a funny hallucination though, because I did not even talk about 2.5 Pro, and it's probably not even the transcript. But either way, I was able to run that specific n8n workflow and get me results. I use it a lot for timestamps on YouTube videos, as well as writing a quick description. Obviously, I'm just going to do a fact check on that. To show you the skill as well. So I have the skill that I created just for YouTube videos. And I find it a little bit helpful to create a skill if you have specific n8n workflows that you want to run. But let me show you that now. So this skill fetches the full transcript YouTube video via n8n Cowork YouTube transcript workflow that makes it available for content creation ask. Use the skill every time the user shares a YouTube URL and wants to do anything content related with the video. I'm not going to go over the full skill side of things because I have a full video talking about how to set up skills, but it gives different ideas, talks about how to fetch it via n8n. And this was just like another layer I added on top of it. So this skill is essentially built. So that way, anytime I ask about a YouTube video or the content of a YouTube video, it automatically knows to run that particular workflow. Obviously, there's a lot of steps in this particular video. I'm going to give you guys a full guide that you download in our school group. So you can just go through those, check them off one at a time. And if there's actually interest in this skill get YouTube video as well, I will put that in over there, or I'll just make this as a separate video here on the channel talking about it, because I think this is one of the pain points, at least in my personal opinion, of Cowork. Out of the gate, I tried doing a lot of YouTube content and it kind of was blocked, but the workaround is to use n8n for that. Anyways, hope you guys found this video valuable. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of other Cowork as well as n8n content out there. So if you have other things that you want to learn, make sure to check those out. We have free calls every Wednesday in our school group. I'll see you in another video.